any given Saturday. Someone's going to win and someone's going to lose. Welcome to School Sports Live. Fenner Barnard here with Francois van der Walt. We're calling the game here between Grey Hoërskool and Framesby. Being touted here as the championship at Port Elizabeth. And it's been a bumper day of schoolboys rugby. Framesby did a great job pulling a whole bunch of other sides. Framesby the smaller of the two schools with 400 boys. Grey with 900 odd. So we've had some other games today, and the main field has been a hive of activity so far. Framesby with victory in the 14A match, as well as the second team, while Grey have been able to have the winning side of things with both the thirds, 16As and 15As. So, Francois, your thoughts so far on what has been a very well contested day of rugby so far?
Well, so far Framesby started off with a great win this morning with the under 14As, and further than that, Grey has come back and had quite easy wins in the other matches. And Grey has had great wins so far in all the other matches. But I think this first team game is going to be one big match, considering that both these sides are top 10 teams, Framesby being number 4 and Grey number 5 currently on the rankings. So we're in for a cracker of a match today, yeah.
Interesting the tale of the tape so far this year. Grey with a loss to Rondebosch by 1 point, a loss to Paul Roos by 6, and then 2 draws, one to St Andrews and one to Wynberg. While Framesby out of their 16 matches have won 14, a solitary draw against a very highly rated Welcome Gym side, and a narrow loss to Selborne College by 17 points to 20. So, folks, it doesn't get any tougher and any closer than this. Here's the Framesby starting lineup. Francois, if you'd like to talk us through any of the guys we need to watch out for there?
Well, on the Framesby side, I think the guys to watch out is William Moffat. He's scored 19 tries already this year. He's under 19 player also. And also the captain, Christo Grobler, they are number 6, who's due to injury with Brandon Wilkie during the year, who also moved to 12. Played a few matches there at 12, did brilliantly well for Framesby there at 12. Today he's back at 6 with Wilkie being back. And also Framesby citing 6 Craven Week players and 2 academy players there.
Interesting, Brandon Wilkie returns from injury, highly rated player. He was a Craven Week captain as a grade 11 boy for Eastern Province. And man, a lot is expected for, along with John Liebenberg, who has been one of the stars of this Framesby matric group since his age group days when they were unbeaten as an under-14 side, Francois.
As an under-14 side, they lost, I think, narrowly against Grey.
Interesting, one loss there. And here we have the Grey Hoërskool first team, captained by Theo Reppens at number 8. Grey reeling a little bit from the withdrawal of Sivio Zondani at left wing, Aljet Shoes. But replaced by Balumko Ntutu, who runs a 10-500 meters. She's one of the top 300 meter and 200 meter athletes in the Eastern Province this year. And Kai van Kampen, the Flying Dutchman, returns at fullback in the space of Latien Klebe, who fractured a collarbone in the Academy Week for Eastern Province as well. So Grey with 3 Craven League players. We have the bench as well. 3 Craven League players, but Daniel Wolf, Tomisa and Giovanna and Theo Reppens, the 3 are probably going to be included in the Eastern Province in a 19 team in a few weeks. So a lot to look for here. Star players, I'd keep an eye on number 10, Matt Easton, and Slow Poison Leo Wolf himself at 12. We'll expect a lot from those 2 in this game. Very long tunnel here. The Framesby boys might be a bit tired, Francois, by the time they get out to play the game.
Yes, that's old tradition from Framesby. When a first team match, these boys run out as if they're running a long distance race here. I think also someone to maybe have a look out there in the Grey side would be that Liama Motolweni also had a great Craven Week this year playing, and I believe he also scored a hat-trick last year against Framesby.
He did. Liam back. He's had 2 years at Craven Week, a year older. He'll be back next year for Grey as well. I think coaching staff are very happy to see him again. Got a shout out to the coaching staff. Lou Gab has been almost part of the furniture, very successful at Framesby. Part of that coaching staff when Eastern Province won the Craven Week in 2014. And Alan Miles and Björn van Eden with Grey. Alan, the Grand Como coach for Eastern Province this year. Björn is the 7th coach. So he's got his eye on a couple of players for a couple of weeks when Eastern Province get together. They came second to the Free State in the 7s last year, and I think they'll hope to do well again. We should see the teams emerging any second, folks. You can see the coaching staff there, the Grey boys in shot on the stand. The cheerleaders arrived a few seconds ago, so hopefully we'll hear some noise. The entire Framesby contingent are on the field lining up for their team at present. And yeah, this is one of these we've been talking about for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and it's also, also good to see so many, this big turnout. There's also obviously today a lot of old boys coming here to support the match. Just in shot there, you'll see some of the old Bloktrayer boys standing here. And also last night, there was a very big get-together here at the school. There was also a 10-year reunion with a lot of the old boys attending. And yeah, I think everyone's very much looking forward to today's match.
So you're saying there'll be a couple of sore heads here in the crowd?
Yes, definitely. With these boys singing so loud, some people might just close their ears a bit.
Also, the girls' schools, collegiate, our sister school, in action against the Framesby girls in both hockey and netball this afternoon. So there's been a lot of activity around here. Big crowd. You struggle to find a parking space if you got here a bit late. But everyone's found a spot around the field, and yeah, we're moments away from the start of what's going to be a very exciting game of rugby.
Yeah, and speaking about the netball, Framesby managed to win all their matches there against collegiate. And with the final match, the first team, the 19As, they pulled off a win of 30-23. So also a good day on the netball field for Framesby there.
Well done to the ladies. And here come the Grey High School first team. Theo Rapids leads his men. And they'll circle for their traditional war cry. And they're the rumble from the rock band. They've kept the crowd going through the 69 second match. Has been a fantastic vibe next to the field. And Framesby will come out from underneath their banner in a few seconds. And here they come. Led by Grobler, the captain. He's back in his natural position as a flanker. And I expect to see Framesby playing a lot to the ball front shot. Been very good in the ruck situation all day long. Almost every boy plays like a fetcher. And they're giving the Grey sides a bit of a headache so far.
Yeah, I think with a guy like Christo Grobler back at 6 today, he's very good on the ball. Grey will have to look out for him being very quick on the ball there. And then also they have a guy like Ruan Klaassen, goes by the name of Farki, who's a very good carrier of the ball.
Gotta love these schoolboy nicknames. And they sort of stick. Fortunately, often you see these guys get these nicknames. I know at grade junior, the great Pat Clark would often christen a guy in the boarding house as a grade 4. And you meet these men 25 years later and they're still called Gussie.
Yes, true. Yeah, we also have on the prop, we have Ruan Smith. If you call that name in school, no one will know who you're talking about. He goes by the nickname of Os. And if you see the frame of that boy, you'll understand why he's called Os.
Must say, from a personal perspective, one of my heroes this week, James Small. Thinking of the big guy, hopefully he's looking down on us and enjoying a great game of rugby. May rest in peace, one of the greats of South African rugby.
Yes, that was a great loss for South African rugby. And I think, yeah, and unfortunately I was looking at a poster the other day where James Small, Andre Hubert, that famous poster of James Small, Andre Hubert and Houston Westhuizen, and to think only Andre Hubert's left over of those two.
Very privileged to spend a bit of time with both of those men on investor coaching courses, both James and Just. And yeah, geez, it doesn't get much better than 95 final. I think if you're having a bad day, keep it on the PVR and pop it on.
We have
the spirits.
Mr. Louis Gerber, the head coach of Framesby, his little girl, Luzay, who brought up the ball for Matt Easton to start the kickoff. And then also taking the whistle will be Tian Potgieter, who is a union ref and also an old boy of Framesby.
Pressure on him. Tian, we've seen him a few times. He's had Grey twice this year. The festival at Grey and against St Andrews College. On the top end of the province, we're very privileged to usually get the best ref available on any given Saturday. No different this week. And here's the kickoff. Matt Easton bangs it long.
Taken there by Sebastian Brandt. Immediately taking the ball up. We'll see what Framesby does here. With Chandra Liebenberg falling back into the pocket, maybe to clear the ball.
And that's a good old nudge. He's found a good touch here. I think Grey will be happy with that. No pressure from the exit and this Grey ball here on the 10 metre. So Coach Miles has got in his arsenal. Been very lucky to have one Van Skalkvak, who's played lock for the Kings this year, has been helping out with the line-out, a bit of refinement this week. Let's see if it pays any dividend. Set for a drive, back ball. The Mauritian for Nick Kirk goes up, and there he goes, Damon Royal. Surprise exclusion from any of the provincial sides this year, Damon. Clemelo Klaas had a very good Craven week. He's at the base here. He's the captain, Theo Reppens. It's a good platform again. And they keep going the same side. Dumisa Giovanna. Dumisa played under 14A for Framesby as a grade 7 boy when he was around the corner here at Hoërskool before coming across to Grey in grade 8. Oh, it's slow ball there. Good pressure from Framesby. They've closed the door. Reppens with some work to do. Klaas again. Oh, he's lost it backwards. The ref says play on. Good pressure from Framesby. And Easton has to tidy up there. Moffat, you say, that's put in the hit. And
it seems like Grey has recovered the ball there.
Slow ball management, always interesting to see what options are going to be taken. And Royal.
Taken up by Royal.
Klaas again. And it puts a hoist up with the outside of the foot.
Tian Smith taking the ball there for Framesby. It's quite good under the high ball.
And just very good work, then a lot of pressure to get the clean catch. Free kick for Framesby. And some nervy stuff there. Framesby making their tackles in the midfield. And Liebenberg will find a good touch. It looks like, no, he's missed his touch. Class L, he collides with Easton. No communication there. Ball's in play. Easton. And he puts it up. Van Kampen chases hard. One has got away from him.
Oh.
And Easton.
Matt Easton going through.
Oh, it's selfish. And Kai Van Kampen opens their account here. Fortuitous bounce. The sun is behind. Framesby playing into the sun in the first half here. And that ball was up for a long period of time. Great chase. Liebenberg, unfortunately, couldn't get up fast enough. Easton collects his kick and Van Kampen gleefully gets the pass. 5-0 to Grey after 2 and a bit minutes. And yeah, Franco, all action here.
Fenner, I think in a game like today, we can't afford little mistakes like that. With teams being so close to each other, matched up, evenly matched up, you can't afford little mistakes like that. Immediately Grey just capitalizing on a mistake from Jean-Henri Liebenberg, not taking the ball clean out of the air. And that's going to cost him.
Oh, Matt Easton had a blinder in this fixture last year, and that was a fantastic offload. Very unselfish of him too. Decided let's not try and recycle, let's score straight away. And Van Kampen gleefully got down 5-0 with a fairly simple conversion, one would say. Not to put the commentators' mockers on him.
It'll also be interesting to see. Framesby has a slight breeze at their back if they are going to use that today. But I must say it's very slight.
That was a simple conversion. Easton puts it over 7-0. He'll be off to NNMU next year. Coach Jared Bass, very happy to have his services. I think we might see him wearing the colours of the varsity in the varsity shield. And Liebenberg, very high contestable kick. Oh, well taken by Njavana. The class Melo class. Matt Easton raking one down the field, and I think it's
taken by Sebastian Brandt. Also Cravenbeek fullback. Taking it up in contact there. Framesby recycling, Divan van Wyk passing there. Farki taking the ball up. Divan van Wyk once again passing it to Jean-Henri Liebenberg. William Moffat taking it up for Framesby. Brandon Wilkie, let's see if he can manage to recycle the ball again there for Framesby.
And there the ref has said holding on. Stop play, having a bit of a chat to the block trayer.
And this is in a very easyable, kickable position for Matt Easton. It'll be interesting to see if they're going for. I see Coach Miles showing to the poles here on the sideline. So Matt Easton will line up for a penalty kick.
It's that decision making when you've got a forward and a back. The forward coach always wants to go and maul it, and the back line goes, hey, let's let the guys with the skills bang it towards the poles. Seeing our comments here on YouTube. Hashtag SSL Rugby, hit us up on YouTube, let us know what you think, where you're watching the game from. Shout out here today to Fred Swarbrook, one of our cricket professionals. He did the jersey and over today for us. Fred spent many years at our school as our cricket pro, and also managed the first rugby side in 2008 when Grey only lost to Grey College by 2 points. Sia Khaleesi's here in particular. And yeah, there's sort of a hush descends over the crowd. Easton addresses the ball. Probably about 35 or so meters. That's a nice strike, and he's called it round. The flags go up.
They put it through the poles, and with 5 minutes into the game, Grey's leading 10-0.
Well, it's gone according to the copybook for Grey so far. I don't think Framesby will go another fight here, though. Decision time now here for Framesby. We'll see the similar tactic with the kickoff. The hanging one to the right.
We'll expect a big chase there from Tian Smith on the wing.
Great take from Theo Reppens. Class back to Easton. No real pressure from Framesby. And teasing the touch on. That's a good touch he's found there close to the halfway line. I say very impressed with the standard of the officiating today here at Framesby. Wonderful, these young men. Most of them are young teachers sacrificing of their time to facilitate. Without them, we really couldn't have the game.
No,
so often we need to think first before we shout at these guys. They really work hard and they know the game.
Good take there from the Ruan de Pre. Bit sloppy out to Divan van Wyk, not getting clean ball. Farkie, Rowan Klaasen taking the ball up. Morne Prince coming around the corner for Framesby.
Not mistake, Morne, younger brother of Darren Prince, who was a Brandbach.
Yes, he was a Brandbach player.
Coach his older brother. Also a big unit, good scrummager. Bearing for the ball there is Divan van Wyk.
Framesby using their big players. Rowan Smith, Os taking the ball up there for them. At the moment it seems like they're just recycling.
Oh, he's found a gap here.
Caden Finnis going through there. He was also the vice captain of the academy side for EP this year.
Walkie straight to the heat there. He's been held up. The ref has shouted more. Fraser going to have to use this, they're going to lose possession. And that's some pretty good defense there. Walking straight to the heat, Machawini holding his ground. It's one of those rare guys, he quite likes defense, really enjoys it, he tells me. I thought he had a really good game against Griquas in the Craven Week for Eastern Province. And we'll be glad to see him back in the Azure Blue next season. Decision time here for Gray. Scrum on the 15, close to the 10-metre line, just inside Framesby's half. And I expect them to take a crack. Backline all lined up on the open side.
Good solid scrum there for Gray.
Class, Easton. Finds Jared Kirsten, he's found a hole. Jared Kirsten in space. Great defence. But the offload is good to Leo Wolf. Great platform we have for Gray. Class goes to the open side. Nathan Doster's all alone. He's managed to get the ball to ground. Gray recycle. Now Wolf. He plays wide to Royal. Theo Rippins passes unselfishly. And Dylan Hallgreen goes over in the corner.
That was a great offload there from Damien Royal.
And my word, front row, it's been all Grey High School here these first 9 minutes. Racing to a 15-0 lead with a conversion to come. But lovely, lovely work. All as a result of that brilliant defence by Gray a minute ago. Here we see the midfield magic, Jared Kirsten. He played hockey 2 years ago. Good tackle on him, but he gets the offload away. Leo Wolf keeps the ball alive. And then the quick recycle, it's all about speed off the ground. Klaas finds Wolf back on his feet. Damon Royal gets in a half gap. The captain Rippins out the back. And it's Dylan Hallgreen. He goes over in the corner. Great finish despite the despairing defence of three Framesby boys.
And as a coach, you love to see that when you have a set move and the players capitalise on that. Going through the gap there quite easily, exposing Framesby.
Yeah, Easton with a strike. It's up. Oh, just across the front of the poles there. And it's been all Grey so far. Framesby haven't really had a phase of possession yet. 10 minutes in.
Also seems that when Framesby has the ball, they just can't seem to punch through the line. The great defence at the moment of Grey High.
It's incredible. You see the phases the sport goes through, and defence has been a big work on for all our schools the last couple of years. And it's really showing dividends here. The Grey side has spent a lot of time working on the double hits and ready work today.
High hanging kick-off from Jean-Andre Liebenberg.
Rippins is secure there. And there's that Klaas act again. Camilo Klaas. Matt Easton probing down the touchline. He hasn't found touch.
And at the moment, it seems like carbon copies of the kick-off. Get the kick-off. Matt Easton punches it back to Framesby. Sebastian Brown taking it back there. Jean-Andre Liebenberg passing there to Brandon Wilkie. Caden Finnis going up with the ball. See if Framesby can clean out quickly there to recycle the ball for them. Ivan van Wyk getting the ball under a lot of pressure. Framesby having to scramble for the ball there. And they managed to get the penalty there. Seems like there was a little talk back there from the Grey boys. And ref Tian Potgieter adding another 10 metres. It'll be interesting to see what Framesby does here, because this is in a kickable distance for Jean-Andre Liebenberg, but it seems like they're going for the line, for the touch.
Kanek Fundu there, Lunwabo Fundu. Go Grey. Hope you well, Lunwabo. And Jason Douglas. Come on, you Blues. Second split earlier, Jason. Again, please join us. Hashtag SSL Rugby on Facebook. on YouTube. And let us know what you think on both Instagram and Twitter. Hashtag SSL Rugby.
William Moffat going to throw in here for Framesby. And they overthrow it.
There goes the Honey Badger, Nathan Doster. Part of a line.
Ruan Klaasen very quick on the ball there. But Gray seems to secure it.
Klaas puts it up high. It's a taste, big tester here. Oh, and Keegan Finneycook's got hands on after the mistake by Framesby. And again, Gray finding themselves in a great attacking position. Klaas, wide to Easton. The men are plenty on the outside. Matulweni, oh, he's let it go. And Yabalumkum Tutu, the man on debut. Gets it out the back of the hand to Leo Wolf. Wolf over the top to Njavana. And Njavana passes. Klaas with a lot of men around him.
Very great skills there by Klaas, taking that ball almost behind his body.
There's Redpins, carries close to the line. Good defence by Framesby this time.
William Moffat and Christo Grobel working hard there, trying to keep the ball up.
Daniel Wolf, the brother of Leo. Klaas digs. He finds the spider, Markanok here. Klaas, quick ball. Van Kampen. Van Kampen steps. Back into the traffic. Crowd have been screaming for him to let the ball go, but they've maintained possession. Hard press from Framesby. Well, that's been.
And that was a.
Ref wants to chat to the touch judge here about whether that was a deliberate knockdown.
And that could be trouble for Framesby here. For Sebastian Brandt, he might have to.
And the AR has said no. He said he nearly intercepted that. His hand was facing up. And Gray have a scrum just outside the Framesby, just inside the Framesby 22. And I wonder what Master Miles and Van Dien have up their sleeve here.
Great attacking opportunity here for Gray.
It's one of a story about Jared Kirsten, son of Yaku. Played a lot of rugby for EP and the Lions. Played hockey until grade 10. Made the SA under 16 group and decided, Dad, I want to do something different. And within a season has got himself into the first rugby side. He's had a very, very good year, has Jared.
And just slightly out of your screen here, Kirsten is lining up here behind Matt Easton.
The breeze has strengthened a little bit in the last minute or two, Francois. The Framesby need to use this wind in the first half. They need the ball to do that. And that's Klaas. Easton goes short to Leo Wolf. Nice double hit in there by two of the Framesby backs. Klaas goes close. Royal, possibly a bit of obstruction. The ref said play on. He feeds wide to Tutu. And there's some of that speed. He gets very close. Does Bulumko. Klaas short. And Javana. And the big dive from the big man. And my goodness. Gray jumped to a 20-0 lead here after 14 minutes. It's been all Gray.
With the kick still to come, and this should be quite easy conversion for Matt Easton. And I sense a bit of trouble for Framesby. We know there are a side that can come back, but at the moment it's all Gray here.
I remember Framesby scoring 50 points in the second half against DHS during our festival a few weeks ago. Jimmy running at the hole where the ref was, nothing wrong with that. And look at the big dive from the big man. He told me he's looking forward to this game for a year since his red card last year. Second offence got him a red, and Gray played for 14 men for 60 minutes. And that's a good start for him. Easton taking his time with the conversion, addresses the ball. And strikes that through, 22-0 after 15 minutes.
Framesby will have to dig deep here to come back from this deficit, 22-0 after only 15 minutes.
A fairly gobsmacked home crowd. This wasn't on the script. I don't think this is over, folks. A lot of rugby left to play here. 15 minutes in, still 20 minutes in the first half.
Considering for both sides also, Fenner, it's been about a 6-week layoff for most of these boys. And then some of them obviously playing during the school holidays, playing in the Craven week and the Academy week.
You see a couple of comments there. Wakar Salon, old boy of 2 years ago. Some of you might remember that name. The King, Wakar. Shout out there to his former teammates. That's a very deep
kick-off.
And Klaas lets it go, and that's going to be a scrum back on the halfway line. Very clever there from Camilo Klaas. You hate to see as a coach the boys at the ball bounce, but he judged it well. They're the strains of Liffling. The Bulls fans, you'll remember that. Kay Corsten's hit. Often here at Loftus.
Another mistake by Framesby, which leaves a great attacking opportunity for Gray. Scrum on the halfway.
We have a substitution here, number 23 for Framesby.
It's interesting to see who's coming off.
It looks like Brunt at fullback.
Yes, Brandt at fullback. And that is Estian Steinberg going on there for Framesby's under 17 boy.
Played fly for the seconds, if I'm correct. And quite a good game today. Framesby triumphed there by 8 points to 7. An absolute cracking game. Defensive events. Eventually one of the penalty quite close to the end by Framesby. Grey boys are licking their wounds, including yours truly. Chuck Grey with a centre scrum and another attacking platform. And I think you can be worried if you lose Gabba, because this Grey side is really confident at the moment. They've been successful with every attacking move so far. And there's class. They go to the short side. Lovely pass to Leo Wolf. He puts on the foot. Pressure here for the new man. Just come on the field and he puts on the south side of the foot and he's found a good touch. Well done. And Grey again, it's a bit of a territorial gain. They're attacking lineouts. The Honey Badger probably want to make sure of his throw here. So it must be never nice to see boys getting injured that early in the game. Good contest from Framesby. And the ref says we'll go for a scrum. Knocked on there in the front by Framesby. Good contest in the front of the lineout. And Grey opt for the scrum instead of a rethrow. Scrum on the 15.
Interesting to see. I just see out of the camera picture, Sebastian Brandt walking. It doesn't seem like there's any major injury.
Could be a concussion.
So could be something, maybe a concussion. I know his leg is a bit strapped, but doesn't seem to have any problems while walking.
Very tough. The Craven needs to play 3 games in 7 days. And Easton goes wide to Van Kampen. He'll put in the foot. I think Machaweni and Kirsten in front of the kicker there. They're a bit lucky the ref didn't pick it up.
Jermaine George taking it there for Framesby. Ruan Klaasen taking a big hit there. Taking the ball up. Christo Grobler making this little break there for Framesby. Gaining a few yards. And a penalty going to Framesby.
Damon Royal, he wants to have a go every single time. Ref said, no, my man, got to let the guy place the ball first. We'll see a replay of that. It's a lovely step. And then the big hits from Theo Reppens. Claasen's there flying all over the show. And yeah, Liebenberg will look for a probing touch, set an attacking line here, and he's done really, really well. It's a nice kick just inside the 22 of Grey. And finally a chance for Framesby to show what they've got to offer on attack. I did watch
a little bit earlier. We had a line out at the same position, and Framesby overthrew it. So we'll see if Framesby can manage to get their own ball here.
I did watch Framesby play Brandvach at the end of last term, and they did slot very slowly in that game too, though. Comfortable winners in the end. Brandvach the most Craven caps this year for any team in Eastern Province. And it's a good maul and a rumbling forward.
Good maul there by Framesby.
Van Wyk sends Grobler around the back.
Grey working into the sideline. Christo Grobler taking it in to the midfield. Ball coming out, John Liebenberg. Wilkie. Skip pass out to Jermaine George. He's taken to ground there. Framesby securing the ball. Divan van Wyk passing behind the back of Ruan Klaasen there to John Liebenberg. He manages to find a half gap there. It seems like Framesby's finding slight momentum here, and a penalty to come their way.
No advantage of sides here at the maul. And decision time. You can't really kick 3-pointers here when you're trailing by 22-0. So I think we'll see Liebenberg go back to the corner. Said another driver was good the last time. Daniel Wolf says, yes, sir, that was me. Swim around the side. Big crowd, yeah. Not a space anywhere.
And let's see if Framesby's going to maul this ball again.
William Moffat is very versatile at home at hooker, prop, or on the loose forwards.
Taking the ball at the front. Ruan de Pre taking clean ball there. Framesby getting the drive on. Working the maul. It's difficult to see who's in control there of the ball.
I think that's on the line.
It seems...
Ref's having a chat to the AR again. It's a try for money in my opinion. Yes, and there it is. Blast the whistle from Jen Booker and Framesby open their account here.
I think the try scorer there was Dani van der Merwe. It's a bit difficult to see with everyone going down there, but we'll see on the replay here. Just bodies lying over each other, but it seems like Dani van der Merwe getting up there with the ball.
I did well, came just short and then the stretch of the arm onto the line. Good application of the laws from the young man. And Framesby, as you said, back in the game, 5 points at 22.
Dani van der Merwe also playing his second year for Framesby's first team now. Was also playing Academy Week last year, and this year was included in the Craven Week side.
There we go, here we see it. It's just short and he pushes the ball forward. Good application of the laws, that's a try. I know the supporters from close to the coast in PE are probably saying no ways. He's pushed that forward, and the guys who live in the western suburbs are saying of course it's a try. Boy knows the laws, refs on the spot, and 5 points to Framesby. Limburg's pressure here with a kick. It's a very important one with the scoreline as it is. That's a beautiful strike.
And John Liebenberg middles it. And Framesby clawing their way back into this game. 22-7.
Genre has been a few weeks at Paul Boys at the start of the front row.
Yeah, Genre was asked to come to Boys Eye. Was there for about a week, and he decided he wanted to come back to Framesby.
Always glad to hear when a boy makes a sort of positive decision. Your matric year, it's more than just about the sport, and you've earned your stripes in your school and your friends, etc. So I was really glad when I heard he'd made the decision to go back to where he came from. And as we speak of him, he gives that ball a bit of leather. Nice kick, Easton covers it. Klaas looks for Pavan Kampen. That's possibly forward.
The crowd asking there for a forward pass. The ref is letting it go. The AR not really in a position to show him.
Framesby putting pressure on the ruck there. Slow ball for Gray. And it's Spartan or Kier. Marco played under 13 for Western Province. As a grade 7 where his parents moved to Port Elizabeth.
Yes, 2 years ago I coached Marco at the EP under 16 invitational side. Very good player. So versatile.
No arms in that hit on Matt Easton there. Ref felt it as a right. And he's up on his feet. I see that Brunt has returned to the field. He's herring after this ball down the middle. Oh, it's also an FE pass.
Brunt passing there to Tian Smith, who also in his junior years used to play 8th man here for Framesby.
Tian, I'm told, is a very good cricketer, front row.
Very good cricketer, plays for the first team also. Very good batsman, spin bowler. William Moffat taking it up there for Framesby, and Framesby managing to get the penalty there.
Now guys, watch the discipline here. You can't have a bite at the cherry every single ruck, and that's about the 3rd ruck penalty in a row. Let's see this kick after the kick again. Easton with a bit of work to do, and oh geez. Ruben Dupré, bit of a how's your father there. Welcome to Framesby. Sorry, I've got that, folks. It's Johnny van der Merwe at 4, not Ruben Dupré. My apologies. And another good kick from Liebenberg. Morris Nell, come on, Mana.
Yeah, and I must say we have a great turnout here today.
Yeah,
this
big crowd
being packed here. We also had the Future Kings playing here beforehand. Good take there by Dani van der Merwe, bringing it out. Christo Grobler taking it up for Framesby.
Hands off there
to Droster.
Jan Prokhidek's blowing his whistle. He wants to have a chat to Nathan Droster. What he's saying, start that tackle a bit lower, please.
Penalty for high. Let's see if John Liebenberg is looking up the touchline.
Yeah, no doubt there. Slid up around the neck. He said sorry straight away, but that's a penalty. Dangerous hit. Jan Prokhidek, very impressed, very calm customer. Doesn't look flustered.
He was also one of the refs from EP selected to go to the Grand Como, and he had a good run there also, reffing a few games there, especially by the under 13s.
I say there's a great crop of young refs in Port Elizabeth at the moment. Long may they serve the game. Great.
Good take there by Ruan de Pre at the back of the line. Also goes by the nickname of Duppy. Framesby getting a good drive on there, but Gray breaking away there, and Framesby getting the penalty there for
That's a
A
second.
bit offside.
Third dominant drive here for Framesby. Granary with an answer. And as I said, these penalties, we're getting to yellow card territory with deliberate infringements in the red zone.
Framesby looking up the touchline again. They'll surely go for the line out, setting up a drive again. With this half nearing to a close, we would hope that Framesby can score a try before half time. Bit of a scramble there, but Framesby managed to collect the ball. Not ideal. William Moffat taking the ball up for Framesby. Big powerful unit this. Divan van Wyk going to John Liebenberg. He decides to go by himself. You can see Gray very quick there on the ball. And Mornay Prince taking it up for Framesby. Ruan Klaasen working it out there, taking the role of the number 9. Ors taking the ball up for Framesby. Framesby setting up the phases here. John Liebenberg with a flat pass to Wilkie. And Tian Smith going over the try line. Getting a 5-pointer there for Framesby.
Richard Ward for the block try. They've had a long period of attack inside Gray's half. And they've got the runners going. Eventually, Liebenberg saw the space on the outside, and Smith gleefully dives over in the corner. And 12 points at 22. Interesting, we've had a match of 2 quarters so far, Francois. Framesby with 12 unanswered points, and with a fairly tough kick to come. But that man Liebenberg, he's got a dead eye, and I'd expect him to come pretty close to this with this conversion.
Gray basically dominating the first half of the first quarter of the match so far, and Framesby clawed their way back, retaining the ball.
That's
managed to score
work.
2 tries.
Lovely work from Smith there. Good pass as well from Brandon Wilkie. And the Framesby guys breathing a sigh of relief. Long way to go though.
I'm sure Mr. Gerber, Louis Gerber, will also have a few words there through Mr. Stefan de Klerk, giving some instruction there to the boys.
And unfortunately just shaving the side of the right-hand pole, and 12 points to 22. And Limburg's made his presence felt down the last couple of minutes. 6 minutes to go. Gray lead by 22 points to 12. Easton will probably look for a nice hanging kick to the left, it looks like. And it's a nice one into the wind.
Into the sun for Tian Smith, he takes it well. Manages to get a break there. Christo Grobroek taking the offload there from Tian Smith. Framesby's got a bit of go-ahead ball, go-forward ball. William Moffat smashing it up. Got Brandon Wilkie here. He takes them on, but he gets taken back a bit. There by Gray defense. Very solid there. John Liebenberg falling back into the pocket. He will surely try to clean here. Clearance kick. Matt
touch.
Easton, well taken there on the line from Matt Easton, beating Jermaine George.
Surprised Easton flirting with the touchline there. In on his inside, and here Clemento Klaas finds Captain Theo Reppens. They've had a go at the ball, slow ball. Grace will have it though. Good work by the cleaners. And
Damien Royal taking them on, finding the gap. Great offload there.
Jamisa Javana, not held, the offloads, Daniel Wolf. Oh, Machuweni, a little bit flat then, it's gone forward. And just Framesby spared some blushes there. A little bit narrow in defence, Gray exploiting the space on the outside and probably a little bit too eager. Machuweni overrunning the pass.
Very good little chicken wing offload there from Damien Royal.
And there goes the big man. He loves a run. Unheld, so he passes to Wolf, and unfortunately Machuweni, probably criticising the wrong man here. Wolf with a fairly hard pass. But Gray showing to be very, very dangerous on attack here, Francois. All from that, coming from that big tackle from Jared Kirsten a moment or two ago. Limburg missing his touch. And I think I'm going to tell my players to find their touch here, settle things down. Not let Gray run at them. Coach Miles looking very pensive.
Yeah, and I think in a match like today, But it's so evenly matched up, you can't afford to make those little mistakes.
Erich Botha weer eens, lekker intens vibe tussen die boys. And then Dean Carlse, legend coach at Grey. Give us his comments from Australia, Dean. Hope you're well. And then Matt Wilson, should I say. Hello Matt, hope you're doing well, my friend. And then also a shout out to Johan Black, old Framesby boy, now head coach at St David's in Inanda. Saw that you're watching the game, hope you're enjoying it. There's the feed from Framesby, quick ball.
We have Christo Grobler standing out there in the center position, taking the ball up, gaining some valuable yards there for Framesby. And John Liebenberg can't put it out directly into touch. The ball was taken out of the 22.
Class with a long one to Kai van Kampen. Feeds Jared Kirsten.
Gray shifting it quickly from the one side of the field to the other side.
Jack will set it up here. Damon Royal, not really anyone in support there, but the men react quickly. And Class again with a good position. To Malcolm Nokia. Oh my word.
That might be trouble for John Liebenberg. And that's a card, I believe. Reftian Potgieter is going into his pocket here for John Liebenberg, taking the man through the 45 degrees, lifting his hips over his elbow, over his shoulders. And John Liebenberg, he will spend a few minutes in the bin.
It's 10 minutes at first team level, despite being a 35-minute half. And decision time here for Grey.
And that's unfortunate. I think John Liebenberg was a bit psyched up there going into that tackle.
They've opted for the scrum. You expect some midfield magic here. Framesby, of course, can't pull a forward out at this level. They'll have to scrum with 8. So Grey with a defender less. Framesby, I think, looks like Brunt's coming up into the line, so they don't have a fullback on defence.
Brandon Wilkie will slot into the 10 position now. He's played fly-off for Framesby since on the 14 level. Also played Grand Como fly-off. And with John Liebenberg being in the side, obviously moving into the inside centre, so he's very comfortable on 10. But obviously with a man short in the back line now.
There you go, Grey go around the short side. Klaas feeds Jared Kirsten. He's found a bit of hole here. Inside pass to Bachuweni. Just short of the line.
Sebastian Brunt making a good tackle there just to stop him short, 5 meters short of the line. And Framesby getting the penalty. Very lucky there to get the ball. And Framesby will have to pull out all the stops now for this 10 minutes to make up for playing with 14 men against a very good Grey side.
They're around the back. Klaas feeds Kirsten. Twinkle toes down the touchline. Comes on the inside, finds Machuweni. And the despairing cover defence managed to drag him down. Maybe should have played a pass there.
Great defence there by Divan van Wyk, being assisted there by Sebastian Brandt.
Time basically up on the clock now. And I'm sure Framesby just want to make sure of the ball here and boot it into touch so they can regroup.
Dani van der Merwe coming into the line for Framesby. Rowan Klaasen Farkie taking the ball up for Framesby. And Brandon Wilkie just putting it out into touch for Framesby to finish the half.
So there we have it, folks, 22 points at 12. Definite story of 2 quarters here. Grey rushing into a 22-0 lead after 15 minutes. And then Framesby clawing their way back with some really good territorial play and a strong maul try and one of the wide for them. So there you have it, Grey with a 10-point lead, 22-0, 22-12. Please don't go anywhere, come and join us in a few minutes. And welcome back. We're at Framesby. A match of 2 quarters there. Francois Gray rushing into a 22-0 lead, 3 tries and a penalty, and then Framesby sort of working their way back with some really good strategic play, finding the touchline, driving well. What are your thoughts going forward? What do you expect in the second half?
Well, what we've seen through the year so far, Framesby is a side that doesn't go to lie down. So they're very good in the second half, especially their fitness coming through also. It'll be interesting to see if they can pull this off against a very good Grey side. So let's hope. Going into the wind, slight breeze here, but luckily the sun behind them. So let's see if they can capitalize on that today.
It's interesting to see Gray. Probably you would have thought, 22-0, that things were getting a bit easy, and Fraser showing some real mongrel there to work their way back into the game, bringing the ball, big ball carriers into the game. I thought both Smith and Prince were very, very impressive carrying, and also William Moffat with a very impressive surge at one stage. He's found his jumpers every time. But now that yellow card, I think we've got about 7.5 minutes left where Framesby have Wilkie as a pivot and are short of a man. Does that have an impact, Francois?
I think that'll be a huge impact, especially with Framesby going in with 14 men here, and Gray showing especially on the attack. So Framesby will need to man up in the back line just to make sure that they can cover there.
And there we have the restart. A hanging kick there from Brandon Wilkie. It's gone forward, advantage to Framesby.
Donnie van der Merwe getting hands on the ball and taking the ball up for Framesby. Christo Grobler, but seems like they lost it there to Gray, and Gray immediately attacking. Kirsten putting a little grubber kick through there.
Very short advantage Framesby had off the knock-on.
William Moffat also getting back there very quick. Maybe notable to say that William's also in the under 19 relay team, so as a hooker, he's also one of the fastest boys in this team.
And that's Easton, he's going to have a crack. Gypsy finds this bit of space. Framesby no fullback.
No one at the back. Tian Smith getting back there under a lot of pressure. Matt Easton making the tackle there. Christo Grobler always there. Captain Courageous getting there.
And they seem to have maintained possession, a chance to clear their lines. Bit of a hoist from Wilkie. Class catches. Caught in possession. Some good work there from the Framesby chasers.
Framesby immediately onto that ball.
And ho. Penalty holding on.
Getting the penalty there.
Great recovery again there. Framesby in a dire situation. They've been on their line twice in the last couple of minutes, towards the end of the first half and now in the beginning of the second. And they get to breathe another sigh of relief. A lot of junior school kids here as well today, watching the bigger brothers. I'm not sure Grey Junior played. I think about Hudson Park, so folks have driven across the city to come and watch their big brothers in action. Jean Duisel, weer so Framesby, he says. Please hit us up, hashtag SSL Rugby. Let us know what you're thinking on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and Instagram. All your social platforms. Get involved, join the conversation, and enjoy this fantastic coverage. Which I've got to say, these guys get better every single week. Doing a great job. There's a good ball off the top.
Framesby taking it up there. Christo Grobler. Fighting all the way, gaining those vital yards. Ruan de Pre Dupi offloading there to Mornay Prince.
That's a big collision.
Brandon Wilkie shows and goes. Takes it up himself. Clearing over the ball there. But Gray manages to steal the ball. Otulweni taking it up there for Gray.
Still going.
They
lost the tackle.
Sebastian Brown gives a cross kick there to Tian Smith. Always good under the eyeball, and Caden Finnis racing down the line. Let's see if he has the gas to make it all the way. And he scores a brilliant try.
My word.
From a cross kick from Sebastian Brown. Also Caden Wade Finnis, vice captain of the EP Academy side in the final match. He scored a hat-trick for EP. Showing brilliant pace there.
And Framesby struck back with 14 players. You can't see where there's a cross kick. But it went wide. Caden Finnis snapped it up and he beat the tight head prop lurking on the touchline there. No answer did Mark Nokia have for the speed of the number 13, and he's gone 70 meters. And all of a sudden, Framesby back in the 17-22.
And this will be a great confidence booster for Framesby, scoring a try with only 14 men on the field.
There's that kick again. off the side of the foot. Well, he is looking that way. Let's call it a cross kick.
To Tian Smith. And he gets his offload there. Finn's backing himself. Lovely runner. Very well balanced.
Jeez, and despite the attentions of 3 defenders, he's over.
And Wilkie has taken over the kicking duties here for Framesby. Not a very good strike. And he just leaves it short.
So all of a sudden, one score between the two sides.
Brandon has been working very hard with his kicking this year. But with John Ray Liebenberg in the side, obviously never having to kick for poles.
Easton not sure where he'll go this time.
Framesby clawing their way back into this match with 22-17.
Well, that's 17 unanswered points, Frantra. And a
Kick
longer
off
kick
to Tian Smith. Very safe hands. Passes to Captain Grobler. He takes it up. And Framesby now building a little bit of momentum. Rowan Klaas and Farki taking the ball up. Takes more than one man to bring him down. Again, Grobler taking the ball up for Framesby there. The big man, Mornay Prince, Ruan, Os, Smith, gaining some valuable yards for Framesby. And I think at the moment the most important thing is for Framesby to keep ball in hand, not giving it to Gray, who has the natural overlap. Again, going for the cross kick there for for Jermaine George. Unfortunately, just too far from Brandon Wilkie, and it'll be a line-out throw for Gray just outside the 22.
So we've seen a couple of comebacks over the years. I'll go back 6 to I think CJ Filliman's here. Gray were trailing by 31 points to 15 with about 7 minutes left, and Gray won 40-31, believe it or not. So nothing ever over until the last whistle to these two schools. Fantastic tradition of competition between them.
That was a very tough day here for us at Framesby to take that hard pill to swallow. CJ Filliman obviously playing a very good match that day for Gray.
Wide Easton. Damon Roll, been quite influential so far. Very upright on the carry. He's been held up. Gets the ball out though. Luckily for him.
Out.
Easton stabs it ahead. And a tutu. This man's got yards of pace.
Jermaine George luckily getting there and dotting it down for Framesby. It'll be a 22 kickoff.
I think Gray very eager to use happy to use the boot today, and to good effect. They've exploited the spaces quite well at the back.
I just want to mention once again, if we look at the crowd here today, with the back there, usually that corner there by the scoreboard is quite empty. But today everyone is on their feet here. Big matchup. People with no affiliation even to either of these schools came out to watch this great schoolboy match.
As they say, rugby union invented by schoolboys and best played by them as well. And Leo Wolf with all sorts of trouble to deal with there. Let's get possession. And Fraser's physicality is really coming to the game here. That's been kicked out. Now that's interesting. That law's changed. You can't kick it through anymore. But if you come off a grey boot, it could have been a Framesby ball. I think Tian probably just checking with his AR there. I'd say probably 7,500 or 8,000 people here today. Bumper crowd. Watching what has been a very entertaining game of rugby so far. Gray lead 22-17. And Dylan Hall Green takes a safe ball. Great sack by Framesby, although Gray re-balled their drive. Then driven back. Easton. Close ball to Leo Wolf, and he beats the first one.
Good line running there from Leo Wolf. Just coming inside his defender. Framesby boys throwing their hands up in the air, complaining, but the ref gives the penalty to Gray. Interesting to see what they do here.
Yeah, it looked like Wilkie had lost his footing there, resting on his forearms. Pull him off. It says, how much longer is our captain off the field, or sorry, our star player off the field for? I see Nathan Doster moving on the touchline. Oh, they're going for goal. Got to keep the scoreboard ticking over. Gray have not really had the possession in the last 15 minutes, so probably nice to just nudge ahead. See a very pensive Gray management team here. We have a shout out to our school manager, Marva Ferreira. Marva into his 5th year as manager of the first team, and done a wonderful, wonderful service. We're really going to miss him next year when he goes off to university. part of the Ferreira clan from Potensi. We could probably have a Ferreira house at Grey. There's so many of them. But he's done a great job, Merv. Very proud of you. And Matt Easton calms himself. All of 47 meters to go for this.
Also seems like the medics, Faf Holder, is busy there with one of the players there from Grey, just strapping the head up a bit. Matt Easton leaves a bit short. Captain Grobler taking it up there for Framesby.
Okay, a bit slack on the chase of that kick there. Doesn't move effectively, and Framesby can clear their lines. Having a go.
Framesby seems to have lost the ball there in contact.
Turnover ball. These close exchanges have been ferocious. Both sides throwing the proverbial kitchen sink at it, folks. Easton, wide. Leo Wolf with space and time to make a decision. Out the back of the hand to Machaweni. He maintains possession. Easton got hands on there. Getting the wave his scrum off a little bit. Oh, big clean from Theo Reppens. Javana. He's gone backwards.
Great tackle there from William Moffat, taking him back.
Oh, the show and go, class. Almost away. Fraser, the man down in the backfield there. Gray, the pick and go.
What you see down there at the back, it seems like Ruan Klaasen lying there for Framesby. It's also one of the key players.
I think I heard that ruck at Reppens came flying in. Damon Royal. Powerful individual he is.
Also a difficult boy to bring down.
Easton reaching for it. Good tackle again. Out the back of the hand. Oh, knocked on by Leo Wolf. And some panic here. Framesby's defence putting Grey under real pressure.
There, Jandre Liebenberg returning to the field now. He runs back onto the field as if he's finishing the 100-meter sprint here. He's back onto the field. I'm sure he will want to redeem himself for that unnecessary yellow card that he received.
From a psychological perspective, it seems as if the yellow card actually galvanised Framesby. They've really woken up and they really brought the intensity. And there was some great defence there the last couple of minutes from Framesby.
Unfortunately for Framesby, they didn't concede any points while he was off the field. In fact, they scored a try. We see Ruan Klaasen, Farki limping there back to the scrum.
And the coaching staff, very little sympathy there. Come on, boy. Run it off. And Framesby setting close. It looks like they're going to send a runner close to the side of the scrum. It's Grobler again. Commits 3 defenders. Van Wyk. Limburger with a lot of time.
The clean. Doesn't seem like he will find his...
Oh, it's found no one.
Kicks it straight up into the middle of the field. Klaas taking it back.
Oh, running one hand, loses the ball forward. Bit of a coach killer mistake there. Framesby take it quickly. Now the ref says no, we'll come back for the line-outs. Interesting, no one is covering in the middle there. Gray following a pattern of sort of having 2 defenders.
Yeah, slightly out of screen. It seems like Ruan Klaasen standing hands on the knees. He's definitely not well. I'm sure the coaching staff wouldn't want to bring him off the field. One of the coaches from Framesby there, Conrad de Villiers, checking up on him.
Well, there comes some fresh legs.
It'll be interesting to see how they move around here now. Luan Fourie, who's also had a cracker this year for Framesby, matric boy. He'll move to the hooker position with William Moffat now moving to 8. And this will free William Moffat obviously up a bit.
Yeah, I think Grey will be very happy to have Moffat getting in position to carry more often. Be very destructive. A man that the great coach rates very highly, in fact. And yeah, Framesby choices. They've set to attack again. So Jermaine George running a dummy line here in front of Jean Liebenberg. Framesby going wide.
Caden finished, finding Sebastian Brante.
It's gone backwards. No knock. Advantage to Framesby. No advantage. Play on for
Ruan de
Framesby.
Pre-Dupi taking the ball up there for Framesby. Recycled there by Divan van Wyk. And Captain Courage is taking the ball up there for Framesby.
David Roll has hands on and turnover.
Turnover ball there. And just to get back there to the replacement from Framesby, I think what a great moment also for Luan Fourie. Matric boy, obviously, it's a
There we go.
Sebastian Brandt should have maybe just passed a little bit earlier there to Caden Finnis.
That's a huge kick from Matt Easton. Wow.
Perfect position, attacking opportunity here for Grey. And like I was saying, I think every matric boy would love to have a match like this, to get the chance to play in a big match like this today. There, perfect line-out ball for Grey. Setting up the drive, but stopped in their tracks. But there, going there for their second shove now. Going to ground.
We're happy with that. Klaas plays Easton. Wide to Leo Wolf. Defender finds him. Great defense.
Sebastian Brown quick off the line there, making his tackle.
Klaas wide. Willem Koentutu. Chips.
And who else than Christo Grobler back there.
And the ref is knocked on. So is that a 5 meter scrum? No, it's a 5 meter scrum to Grey.
And Grey still in a very good attacking opportunity here.
It's a great tackle from Brunt on Leo Wolf. They've shut Leo down quite effectively today.
And when you shoot out the line like that, you have to make your tackle obviously fair. Otherwise, you're leaving gaps on the side. Great tackle there.
And then the Frames will see this again. It's knocked forward by about Clemento Klaas. So the decision correct there. The Framesby with a pressure scrum here, 5 minutes from their line. They want to get out of jail here.
And you'll see here Brandon Wilkie going down on the flank with Christo Grobler taking the ball up for the exit.
It's good work again. Lovely carry by the captain. And Limburg with a chance to clear his lines.
Brandon Wilkie obviously very comfortable going down there as he was a under 13 8-man.
And it's interesting, Grey have not scored a point since the 15th minute in the first half. It's been all Framesby since then. And I think a bit of panic, I wouldn't say any panic here. Grey pressure coming from the Framesby defence. And they've opted for a 4-man line-out here. Framesby got to drop some men out. And it's going back to Mauritian, Keegan van Niekerk. Mom Tracy will be loving this all the way from Port Louis. Wide, Wolf. Machaweni. Beats one.
Caden Finnis making his tackle there. Klaas.
Jamison Javana. Damien Royal. Royal's got through a mountain of work today. Klaas. Easton. Spider. Nokia. Calls himself Rock Spider. Can you believe that, Francois?
Well, he's a very strong, mobile prop. And it's funny how things have changed over the years. When you look at these boys playing prop nowadays.
Yeah, they're all athletes.
All athletes.
And there, Kai van Kampen, they change direction. Van Kampen beats one. And Framesby have been all over the ball here, like a rash, and that's another turnover. Lazy recoil from the fullback. He's grumpy about it.
Kai van Kampen also playing Grand Como last year.
All the way from Amsterdam, the Flying Dutchman.
I believe his brother's also
his brother's the Dutch national fly-off at the moment. So we might see those two playing some rugby together at some point.
Obviously rugby blood running through those veins. Framesby coming in for their line-out now. Yeah, off screen we also see the Grey
oh geez, cheerleaders, yeah.
Cheerleaders.
Having a chat to the guys across the field.
Ruan de Pre-Dupi taking the ball there for Framesby. Christo Grobler standing in the 10 channel, taking the ball up for Grey. And a penalty
Back
for Framesby.
Silly stuff.
A very kickable position, but we will see. They'll probably look for the touch finder here.
Yeah, Chelly's a bit disappointed with the guys' efforts. Tabang Mashalesi, he's the fly for the second team.
See the coaching staff from Framesby running up onto the field with a tee, and Captain Grobler showing them that they're going for the touch. Obviously backing the boys, wanting to go for the win, wanting to get ahead on the scoreboard.
I'd imagine into the win, it'll be quite a tough attempted goal from probably 45 metres. with a bit of an angle as well. And here's the line out, nice and neat to the front. The driver's worked so far.
Taken there by Dani van der Merwe. Going forward still there. Seems like Christo Grobler taking the ball up. Luan Fourie powering forward for Framesby. Sorry, seems like William Moffat there. Ruan Smith-Os taking the ball up for Framesby. The big boy, Mordai Prince.
And he's lost it there. Now the rest is no advantage.
Penalty. Framesby will surely set up the line out again here. Going for the maul.
And sort of chats, it looks like ref Chen Booker is heading over to Theo Reppert saying, guys, come on. I've warned you, you've got to find the last feet. It's the third or fourth in a row. And they found their touch. Again, the drive will come. Standing only around the Arveld at Framesby. Moffat is still throwing in, despite moving to 8. Front ball.
Ruan de Pre taking the ball there for Framesby. Framesby trying to set up their maul there. Regrouping. William Moffat there at the back. Divan van Wyk, scrum off, calling for the ball. Managing his troops.
Grabs done well to defend the maul this time.
Taken up there by Luan Fourie. Divan van Wyk recycling there. William Moffat taking them on. There's a bit of space on the outside. John Liebenberg decides to go himself, but he gets taken down there by Gray.
It's on the short side.
Sebastian Brandt managed to get the ball back there for Framesby. Van Wyk, Grobler, Van der Merwe. Knees on the ground. William Moffat powering forward there. Takes more than one man to bring him to ground. Divan van Wyk looking where he can put the ball. Ruben de Pre, cousin of the flank. Os taking it up. And at the moment, Framesby is in a good position. John Liebenberg running in there. Take over the duties of Divan van Wyk. William Moffat trying his best. At the moment, Gray's defense looking rock solid. Framesby trying to penetrate, they just can't get through there. John Liebenberg, long pass outside. Caden finish. Oh!
It's a big double hit
there.
there.
Taken down.
Framesby actually went backwards the last 5-6 phases. Front shot, Gray defended really well here. But it's not over yet.
Gray's actually gone forward here in the defense.
And that's a turnover, looks like things. No, Framesby keep possession. And wide to Prince. Energy sapping stuff here, folks.
Oh, this is close to 15, 16 phases going up here for Framesby now. And Matelweni breaks away with the ball, but it seems like there was a knock.
So you see that Gray started defending that line out on their 5 meter, and we're on the 10 meter now.
To see here.
Now 10 is chatting to the AR. I'm not sure what we're going to be told here.
The ref is talking here to his AR. You see there Liebenberg passing to Grobler.
Kirsten almost
intercepts it. Matelweni. Break away.
And going quite far back here. I'm not really sure with this advantage. The AR has pointed something out.
Dad.
And penalty to Framesby.
Short. Dad.
High tackle, or sorry, not bound. That's probably a scrum. When last did we have a scrum, front row?
Yeah.
It's been ages. Glacial pace here. Framesby hammering away at the line. And now they've got another line out 5 meters out.
And let's see if Framesby can capitalize on this line out here, 5 meters from the try line.
Two old heavyweight boxers.
Looking around the field here, no one is sitting. Maybe a few mothers there on the sideline. But further, everyone's on their feet for this tightly contested match. Going up there, Donnie van der Merwe taking for Framesby, setting up the ball. Skew.
Oh, skew throw. Wow. Sort of reminds me of two heavyweight boxers sort of holding each other here. Guys have been slugging away for 8 rounds. And Gray get out of jail there. The call of skew throw from the referee.
And those little mistakes can't afford. Framesby was in a few minutes ago in a kickable position here to bring the score up within a 2-pointer, opting to go for the try line.
Yeah, I don't think Mr. Chavez would be happy about that one afterwards. But anyhow, Framesby have been titanic. If you look at the boys who are down 22-0 after 15 minutes, the score is 22-17. Gray haven't scored since then.
Big scrum.
Great shove. And Easton with a bit of time. And he finds a very solid touch. Gray breathe again. But it's still Framesby's ball just outside the 22. Man, oh man, what a clash we've got here today, folks. The championship at Port Elizabeth has been hyped all week by SSL. This wonderful coverage brought to you here on YouTube, on Facebook. Please let us know your thoughts on Instagram and Twitter as well. Wherever you are watching the game from, shout outs to all Grays and all Framesby folk all over the world. Dubai, the UK, Johannesburg, and even in your armchair at Port Elizabeth. Yeah, Framesby pick and go. Krobler, the captain. Van Wyk keeping it with the forwards, and that's William Moffat
gaining a few valuable yards there for Framesby. Getting go forward ball there. John Liebenberg passing out to Sebastian Brandt. Van Wyk passing there to the big man Prince. This Grey side is very quick on the ball. Wide pass out to Donnie van der Merwe, passing, getting the offload there to Wilkie. He managed to get down to the ground. Os taking the ball up for Framesby. Held up there by Theo Rippens, I believe.
Yep.
Framesby trying very hard to break this very good defensive line of Grey.
Limburg wide here. Oh, huge hit.
Wilkie now going, taking them on. Penalty. It'll be interesting to see what Framesby does here. This is in a kickable position.
There's that tackle again, and Giovanna rushes out. Louis Ferry, man and ball. And again, front arm coach, I'm going for poles here. Gray's defence, they've taken Framesby back. 2 long periods of play in the last 7-8 minutes. And Framesby having to go forward. They've kept the ball for long periods of time. And
seems
again,
like Framesby deciding to go for the touch line.
It's a solid effort again from Limburg, just in the middle, probably in the middle of the 22. And Gray, this is a real test of character. This is what the guys are trained for, those moments where you've got to get up, chest is burning. It's always more tiring to defend than to attack. And so they've repelled wave after wave. 8 minutes to go, 17 plays 22. But it's been all Framesby since the first 15 minutes.
Donnie van der Merwe.
Messy ball,
Missed the ball. Chandra Liebenberg, wide pass, keep pass out there to Tian Smith. There's a little bit of space there for Caden Finnis. Sebastian Brandt taken down 5 meters short of the line.
Cuff and Kampen gambled there, rushed up, left some space on the outside.
Ruan de Preer loses the ball in contact, but penalty for Framesby.
And that's a yellow card. Someone's in trouble here.
There's some message coming from the first team girls hockey who's currently in Cape Town. Shout out to those girls. They live streaming there from Cape Town, watching the match. They saying good luck to the blocker today.
I think Pulli's got that wrong there. Ruan de Preer lost the ball forward and it spilled out. There were no hands. Oh, the call is offsides. My apologies, Mr. Ref, and Framesby call for a scrum. Right here, Liesl Norris. Nice defense, Gray. Keep going. Pride Gray supporter. And the boys start to sing. Here we go, Framesby. Grobler.
Christo Grobler taking it up. Held up there by Matulweni. Grobler working hard to get the ball to ground. Van Wyk passing to Prince coming around the corner. Framesby now working hard. Smelling that try. William Moffat jumping for the ball. He gains a few meters there.
Tireless defense here from the boys in blue. And the ref's getting on his hands and knees to see. I think it's held up. 5-minute scrum.
And I must say, this is great defense that we're seeing here from Gray. Framesby blocker throwing everything that they have here. Gray standing up to the challenge. And hopefully, from my side, Framesby can penetrate that wall of defense.
This has been epic. 17-22, just over 5 minutes to go. There's a bit of an injury going on. It's a Greyman getting a bit of maintenance here. So Leo Wolf, he's been hit hard a few times. And then Daniel, his brother, just gets under the ball there. Where you see this wonderful replay angle from SSL. Saves the day for his school. And our Framesby, again, are setting up. They're setting up a pod just outside the scrum, out of shot, sorry. They want to go hard at the line here.
We have Wilkie going down there again. Centre going down on the flank. That puts us with Christo Grobler out in the centre slot. It's obviously a set move here from Framesby.
This is going to be direct, in your face. Who wins this battle? Big scrum here. Coach Miles worked hard on the scrum this whole week with the grey side. That's a good shot from Framesby. Moffat goes to the blind side. Come back, and there's a penalty. Now someone's in trouble. And I think Hallgreen's going to go and sit on the sideline for the rest of the game. And that makes it very hard for Grey. 4 minutes left, they'll have 14 players. And again, Liebenberg goes for the corner.
Ref said that's enough. And unfortunately, that's the end of his match.
I see Russell Lister has joined the fray there in the place of Demisa and Giovanna. And Jordan Carraher has come on a tight head in the place of Marco Nokia for Grey.
It's also good to see Russell Lister back on the field after he had an injury for the year.
Russell, big ticker, he's a great 11 boy, he'll be back next year.
Ruan de Priya, Dupi taking it there for Framesby. Immediately Christo Grobler going in there for the maul. Framesby pushing forward.
Ref says a penalty again. Daniel Wolf swimming through the middle.
The ref having a chat there to the captain. Another card.
Oh no, Tian. I'd like to see a replay of that. It looked like Daniel Wolf went right through the middle of the maul for all the money I've got. Let's see that again. Here we go. Keep an eye on the white scrum cap there. He's gone through the middle. And he's got hands on. Nothing wrong there. And now Framesby in a position where they cannot not win this game. Great two forwards. They turn the ball over. High drama here. Great turned it over. The quick throw. And Easton finds. He hasn't found touch. Smith. Oh, enormous tackle. Gone forward.
With a tackle like that, the ball pops out of the hands of Tian Smith.
Matthew East. Theo Redpit's my word. We're getting excited here. Body on the line. He looks a bit banged up. And the rest time off. I think Redpit's is a bit shaken up.
And looking with 3 minutes to go, 2 minutes to go, Framesby trail by 5. It makes you think if they shouldn't have gone for those kickable penalties.
I'm not sure what happened that last line out. To look, Framesby took a fancy throw at the front. Gray got hands on and managed to clear their lines. And yeah, Captain Courageous Theo Reppins. He's a bit banged up. Body on the line for his school. Now 13 play 15 with about a minute and a half to go. And if you're Gray, you're going to try to keep your hands on the ball for as much of those seconds as you possibly can. This has been a cracking game of rugby, folks. Gray lead 22 points to 17. I'll say again, the last time I touched the ball, or last time I scored some points, was 15 minutes into the first half. And it's been all Framesby since then. Here's that turnover. And Easton finds a nice kick here. Watch Smith. He has a dart and Theo Reppens flies in. Huge contact there. The ball goes forward in the contact and Gray have a scrum. And the sides are getting ready here. It looks like Reppens is staying on.
No one leaving the field here. The crowd, everyone fully invested in this match. Crowd's gone a bit silent. School children singing.
We've got just under a minute left, according to our clock, folks. Obviously, the referee runs his own time. We're not sure what he's decided if there is injury time. Now, Gray, a bit of confusion here. They're not allowed, or they can add some forwards. They're going to bring guys into scrum. I think Framesby must have 7. Yeah, Framesby have 7. Well, Gray are putting 8 in. Confusion reigns.
They're bringing Kirsten, it seems, in.
Reppens going to lock. No, Kirsten going to lock. Reppens at 8. They put Palumko Tutu, the lightest man on the field. He's probably about 60 kilograms soaking wet. He's on the flank. So Framesby got it for all money, shove as hard as they bloody can here. And
If Framesby can manage to win this, it's uncontested scrum, it seems.
And there, the pick and go from Royal. Oh, he's lost it forward. Oh, my word.
And Framesby in it with a chance. The time on the clock officially over. Obviously, the ref just running his own injury time. So Framesby will have to throw the whole kitchen sink and everything else at Gray to win this match.
It's all happening, folks.
Tightly
13 play
contested match.
15. And all Framesby need to do here. Gray, Klaas is not going to the side of the scrum. He can go to the last feed if he wants to.
Looking at the crowd, everyone on their feet. What a matchup. Also, one of our old boys, Gerard van As, standing there with a white cap on the sideline.
Yeah, I'm disagreeing with the ref there. The scrum off can go and stand along the last feed anyway. Oh no, they want Gray to have 8, so he's got an 8th man. Now Framesby, no contest here. And Framesby go wide.
Framesby need to keep ball in hand and not lose the ball unnecessarily in contact here.
Great stand in fine voice.
And the unfortunate thing is, Framesby can't even go for a penalty now anymore. They have to score a try to win this match.
And convert it.
And convert it.
And gone wide here to Brunt. And he kicks it ahead.
That's high risk from Sebastian Brandt.
Klaas dots it down.
And that's the end of the match.
No, the
Should
ref
be
says we're playing on.
Going on in injury time. It was a high risk from Sebastian Brandt, considering that the time is up.
Yeah, you'd be thinking the boys here with a 2-man advantage that they'd want to keep the ball. Just go phase for phase and gain an overlap. Hold on to it, because eventually you're going to have a space to run to. Now, Gray with decision time here. You've got to go deep. Got to scramble well. And I must say, surprising. Looking at the body language, Gray looking the calm of the two sides. Matt Easton, as if he has all the time in the world, strolls up.
And unfortunately for us, we can't see the ref's time, so we have no idea how much time he's added on.
And Easton
Deep
finds
kickoff.
Strainer Limburg, no.
Jermaine George on the wing there. He runs it back at Gray. Slike finds his half gap there. Framesby recycles. John-Ray Liebenberg passes to Christo Grobler.
And that's what Fraser's going to do. Keep going. One way.
Ivan van Wyk going to John-Ray Liebenberg. Wide pass out to Sebastian Brandt. Seems like he knocked the ball.
He has. He's lost it forward.
And that's the end of the match.
Absolute pandemonium here. Grey Hoërskool with 13 players for the last 8 minutes managed to hold out. An absolute devastated Framesby 15 who have been completely dominant since the 15 minutes. My word, folks. If you haven't watched this game, I'd say watch it again. Tell your friends, because that's some of the best defense you will ever see by a schoolboy team. Wave after wave of Framesby attack. Eventually the mistake came, and it's Framesby who unfortunately lose by 5 points, 22 points to 17. Grey Hoërskool. And yeah, my word, Francois, I don't have words.
Further, I think in retrospect, if we look back, I think Framesby will ask themselves if they should have gone for those penalty kicks maybe. But great defense by Grey's side. Great comeback by Framesby being down 22-0. Great comeback by them. And you can absolutely see the boys are devastated having this loss. What a great matchup between the number 4 and number 5 sides on the rankings list, and I think Coach Miles will be smiling wide tonight.
I think the beers are going to flow. But again, that you can have a scoreline of 5 points. The state of rugby in the Eastern Cape is it's in a rude state of health. My word, I'm absolutely speechless here. I know I'm the commentator. Grey Hoërskool 22 points to 17. Front shop, I'd ask you who would be man of the match today. Who's your choice?
Fender, you put me in a position like this last year also. And I want to give when I was at your school last year, you gave me that opportunity, so I want to give you the opportunity to choose the man of, because in a match like today, I think it's a very, very difficult decision, so I want to give it to you.
I'm going to say that the Framesby captain, Chris Hoërskool, today has been absolutely immense. I'd like to shake his hand. Great game, even in a losing effort, has been immense. So that was incredible game of rugby. And yes, again, School Sports Live. You want the action, it's here. Wonderful coverage again here from the men, VC and his boys. I hope you've enjoyed that broadcast. It's been absolutely thrilling. I'm exhausted. I assume you are too. So please join us in a couple of weeks.
And there we see Chris Grobler, man of the match. I also just want to say, I think what's great to see is all the Framesby and the Grey boys hugging each other and knowing each other from primary school already and having a great spirit between the boys. No hard feelings, a tightly matched, tight battle here on the field today. But afterwards, it was a rugby match, and everyone can walk off the fields as friends and happy with a great game of rugby being played.
All right, folks, that's all from us. Thank you very much for joining us. The School Bernard Barnard signing off for School Sports Live. Chat to you soon.
Thank you very much.